I'm feeling this aura. Yeah, that's the deal in this
live and overall setting.
I'm the vice and to the world ambassador to the universe, and we are representing overall setting.
Splash the artist, singer Splash. Yeah man, overall set.
Yo, big respects to original Dan Raja, Apache Indian in the place. Catch me on overall setting.
This is Shinehead. I found out. So here what? As pertain to the overall setting.
And for the main devices, you know, say a Protestant from where you don't adult straight out. I'm watching the pips and represent the overall setting.
Hey yo, check this out. This is Anthony Cruz live and direct, and I'm here to tell you about the Don't Know overall setting scene.
This is Silver Cat, aka Iron Claw. And I will be on the overall podcast setting.
From me see the face and hear the voice, them know say Rasta British, the true leader. I'll be featured live on overall settings podcast.
Bonjour tout le monde. You know it's me, your girl Joe, now representing with the Overall Settings podcast show.
Hey, don't know fearless wonder. I'm here represent the overall setting.
Let's go live on overall. This is J right now, and you can check me out live on overall podcast. No gonna make them night.
What put me the Salaman and Chigana overall? Milan.
Coming some feeling. Bad boy fire every police man a fire AK-47, but soldier man, them a fire is the love.
Why may I tell a star? Struggle rough along the way. Why all people for bad mind hard working you like we start? Why I'm in a no father God? Jano.
War 21 presents I Rob.
That's better. Crazy bad mind, in the mind, in the mind, in the mind. Let me say I got time, So Mr. Peppa, make them talk, make them talk. All them can do a talk. But when you hear hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our life them can't lock off. You man, hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our face them can't kick off. No for them claim them with you. Want extra clip you. Want come Weston and Smith you. Want sneak up and I speak you. I'll take your bicycle through the surprise. You don't know where it you. Praise Father God and that man you trod with you. And relieve the burdens the way you have with you. The teachings of His Majesty will uplift you. Now make the meditation give you. So when you hear hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our life them can't lock off. You man, hypocrite talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our face them can't kick off. Before them give thanks to a Father God provide. Like the rising of the sun and the dawning of the sky. Them living our name like them a termite in a fly. I burn them bad lamp and I sell them some fire. When them talk, just give them some for divine reply. Never smoke cigarette, get the red in at them eye. And them see one would a kill you and guide. And you the swear said them are you bonafide. But when they hear hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our life them can't lock off. You mad? Hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk.
This is DJ Smurf live on your airwaves, and I'm gonna premiere a brand new one coming from Mr. Peppa. This one is called Talk and Trust Me. This one is
no for them claim them with you. Want extra clip you. Want come Weston and Smith you. Want sneak up and I speak you. I'll take your bicycle through the surprise. You don't know where it you. Praise Father God and that man you trod with you. And relieve the burdens them where you have with you. The teachings of His Majesty will uplift you. Hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our life them can't lock off. You mad?
Just that one with a smell.
Talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our face them can't kick off. Hypocrite talk, loud them, make them sit and talk. All them can do a flip and talk. Our life lies them.
All of hypocrites are talk. Yeah, every time I hear that tune, I get me that vibes. For real, you know, my brother. Yeah.
Anthem.
Yeah, man. That's one of them songs that where have longevity. You know, only a few artists can do that. You know what I say? You know what I mean? And we've been very fortunate to be able to attract these artists who have these songs and who have these stories that are so decorated, you know, but at the same time they seem to, if you're not really a keen listener or a devout fan of the dancehall, a lot of their accolades and a lot of the things that they've done seem to go unnoticed.
Yeah.
So the one
we
thing,
try up the situation.
Yeah, man. That we single-handedly want to spearhead a movement. We're not gonna say we alone can do it. You know? We might not even live for see. But we over here at Overall Settings aspire to spearhead a movement that would change the current narrative, because Peppa once again is one of those people who fall into the category of like a super black, where people know him probably all for one or two times sang them. And the man have this luxurious catalog of music where, you know, it's like some of the time you have to blame the artist them, because who the hell told you to go do this big song that just kind of eclipse everything else you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like when I want to see Peppa say, yo, you that sing right there, or wherever, and you know, probably them era some song where do and nothing.
But yeah, just to confirm what you say, I talked to my daughter earlier, you know, my daughter, Mr. Peppa later. And she said, I don't know him. So I say, hypocrites.
All right.
Oh, him.
All right. So there was a big misconception, even. Yeah. Remember, you know, when him have the big voice, and you know, probably some people even they think of Sham or somebody in another era they call, you know, master. So there's a lot of things that we want to clear up, you know, tonight, you know, and you know, we've been very good at doing that. You know what I say? So you know, without further ado, I want to welcome this artist here, brother, where from the first time I meet him, you know what I mean, like not hearing somebody's music and actually meeting them and holding a mates with them, it's a totally different story.
And it's not a man who new to the business now.
Yeah, man, a veteran, man.
Veteran.
Yeah, man, and I'm tied in certain way too, in a way. Me and you probably wouldn't even imagine. You know what I say? Like, me talk about him cut from the cloth of dancehall royalty. You know what I say?
Of course.
Yeah, man. So all of them things that will come to establish and
enough people probably don't know
man,
that.
I make people know exactly where I'm going. So without further ado, that's better. Mr. Peppa, Wagwan General, blessings.
That's better. Check it out. You don't know. Overall Settings, you know what they are. You know, say we're setting straight. You see it? Yeah, man.
Love the shirt.
Yeah, man.
You know, go ahead. No. Okay, I post up in a Dolce and a Gabbana and a Louis Vuitton. I don't know them. I know myself though. That's better.
That's better, Mr. Peppa.
Marketing at its best.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
man. For real. You know what I say? Yes. You know what I mean? So, Wagwan.
Well, first and foremost, you know, can't complain, because life there, freedom there, health there, and we still get the chance and the opportunity to do what we love, which is music, and for love our family on a daily basis. So we can't complain, and everything blessing of Fico. Trust me.
Right. Happy Father's Day to you, and you know what I mean? Your family, them, and everybody, you see me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, same today, them, man.
Yeah, man. And one of the things that, you know, we've you know, we stand on is the fact that we know that Mr. Peppa could be with his family right now.
Yes.
Mr. Peppa could be, in the studio. Mr. Peppa could be anywhere in the world. And we just want to make it know straight up, say, we appreciate of the fact, say, you take out that time and
especially on a day like
yeah,
today.
yeah, man, for real, you know.
Yeah, well, basically, the work is a 24-hour working.
Right.
Sometimes even family and certain personal obligations. Sometimes I forget to reschedule. Not, so because the work. This is what we do to keep the fire burning. I say so. But always we make time for do the work and do the writing and the music, man. And family is here and them know we love them at times. And yeah, at least not at times, but every time. But at times, them know, so we have to take time out for
right.
make sure so the business are right.
Yeah, man. But I mean, even though, even with that being said, you could still be interviewing somewhere else.
True.
Man.
Yeah, man, because my father just called me a while ago, some for come eat some dinner and things. So, yeah. Tell him so for hold on a little bit.
Yeah, man. So, man.
Man.
So we appreciate of the fact
very
that
much.
you take this time out where you can never get back. You know what I mean? For sit and hold our vibes with we and, set the record.
Natural.
Yeah, man. We love that, brother. Man.
Yeah, man.
So you're an East man, we know that. Man.
Yeah, well, originally, I'm born in a place named Dreadites. Seeing people know it right now as Bedwood Pastors.
Okay.
That upper Poppy inside near Tavern. It's like it in between Tavern and Elisa Flats and Augustone. Like right below is a community below the University of the West Indies. So I'm born and grew up that side there. Papi, Augustone, all them places, my place, Mona, me I say Legani, Standpipe, you name it. And then when I leave Excelsior now at 16-year-old, I move come out of East, but I always come out East from my youth. Every weekend, every holiday, because my grandmother, my uncle, them out that side there, and that side are more festive than which people me come from, man. Which for me, my mother and father are Rasta people, them, so we not to get to roam the street and enjoy certain things and I get to like the regular youth, them. So, me usually escape and come at East every weekend and every holiday and things. So you have people at East who don't know some in a barn here. The way all them see me every week or every holiday or every year. Wow. So it's really between East and up Papi side, but for the most part of my life at East because I leave up that side at 16 and I used to this from them time until now. So basically I say at East, but I will if I interview me doing people, say, yo, star, remember the original place, so make sure cover them thing they in attack, that is another misconception that we've come to clear up, and we start early. The man start shoot from early. Yeah, man. No, the overall set is where we set the thing overall,
Yeah, man. So that's I want when we look up in and paper there, so we can
cross that up.
Yeah, man, for real. So the passion for the music, where were you when that started to develop and started to take hold of you?
All right, so basically, I'm born in a musical family, right? So my mother, who is a Rastafarian in the 12 tribe of Israel, which is a Rasta organization in Jamaica. Yeah. Them located a little bit up from Bob Marley Museum. So we're born in the Rasta culture, and Rasta culture is about love and unity and music, So from when I got 12 tribe, and I got Jalov, various function. Them party, they're the first party where I go and see people line up for going in, and you line up for get your food, and them party that even the baby and the breast can go because it's family and wholesome.
Right.
And everybody I look out for everybody, people are pitch tent and asleep, and people are flying from foreign all over. So it was quite a family-oriented type of festivity. I grew up around that. So we're born at the music. And my mother is a singer, also in the 12 tribe of Israel, where she's singing in a group named the Seers. Wow. You know what I say? And usually tour all over the world, Africa, Europe, the Caribbean, you name it, anywhere my mother go in the world. And then my biggest brother, because my mother had 11 kids. And the oldest one, which is the first one, him named Steely, from the group, from the duo, Steely and Clevey, the giant producer them.
Well,
you know what I say?
Check two.
Yeah. So that was the foundation and Silver Arc. And my brother owned Silver Arc, the sound system same. So we born and grew up. All of my my brother and sister them, everybody I mess around the singing and everybody in the music. But real and truly, it was like when I go Excelsior in a 10th grade, when me in a fourth form, I do my first single, cause really and truly, me they love the music, but it was a really music was like what them I say, yo, your goal where you want to reach in a life. You know, them ask the little kids them where you want to be in life. You know, my thing wasn't a musician or to be an artist. I don't want to be a soldier. Zine, because me have a soldier uncle where him usually come at my house and in a uniform and drive the soldier jeep and them time they have paper $5. We usually give you some paper $5. Me and my brother have him as God, you know what I say? So you know, and then when me have a primary school now, me usually say the boys scout them. And me I said, no man, them man there. So me never did interested in the boy scout and them thing because them wear blue and them wear shorts. I said, no bro, that's another real thing. And then me I say soldier want be, and then I start reading them book a while going to high school. I set a book called The Are the Boys. Is a series of book where it's like a detective, some teenage detectives.
Nancy Drew mystery and them things.
Yeah, man, I run through the whole 56 Are the Boys, 56 Nancy Drew. I have, remember say I have Babsy twins still. I don't know if you know about the Babsy twins. Okay. All right then. So Frank Hardy and Joe Hardy, you know, the Are the Boys. Them are the one them where they make me want to turn a detective. So me that say, all right then, if me not turn a soldier, me I go turn a detective. And then one day I see a police in him pretty clothes and him sneakers and him chain and ring and cell phone on him side. And I say, yo, who that? Man say, police. And I say, police that? And then I turn to other kind of police I want to turn in. One of them and they wear nice clothes and me in a uniform business. So it was real if you be a detective or you know, a soldier. And then when me in a 10th grade, because you know, music, the run we always do music, same way, just doing it for fun. And I get to do my first record in a 10th grade at 15-year-old. And that changed the whole trajectory of, you know, where you want to be in life.
You know, there's another artist who actually hails from the East originally, who we had the pleasure of having here on the show, Lexus. Who aspired to be a police officer as well. And you know, the story that he tells is that it miss it kind of like the virgin where him did fit go. Like the virgin did turn police and him never get to do it, and like the man, like the day when him go, him pick up on a truck, like the man go up on a truck or something like that, and it just changed this whole trajectory, you know what I mean? So you know, that's just ironic, you know. Oh,
we have some history with Lexus too. Spraga Lexus. I know him from the name Spraga Lexus. I remember saying you have Spraga Benz.
Yeah, exactly.
My boy just say, yeah. The bench sign gone already. Gone with the Lexus sign. You know? So we know Spraga Lexus. Spraga Lexus was big dancer, man. Usually come over Excelsior, because you know Mountain View him come from. He usually come over Excelsior. Sir, me know him as in sir. Yeah, man. Until my brother end up bossing.
Wow.
You know. Wow. So me and Lexus, until right now, me depend on Lexus new album. You know, so it's a whole giant story, whole heap of thing, you know.
Scene. Brother, I'm tell you the truth. It's like, you know, just in life, even outside of the scope of music, you know, you be surprised. Oh, you set out to do one thing and something altogether different comes from just like a chance moment. You know, what I mean? Like I always say that pioneers set out to do one thing, but they never set out to be pioneers. That kind of is just something that just happens, you know,
right.
In a sense.
All right.
You don't go buy a pack of cigarettes, you know, and then all of a sudden you invent a new way to get it, or you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him this question real fast. Cleveland was a bigger brother. Steely is a bigger brother.
Yeah, the biggest brother.
Biggest brother. What was it like growing up, knowing say you want the music under Clevie as a bigger brother? Steely. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Steely. As a bigger brother.
Well, here I go on now.
The music. And, you know, it really kind of say, yo, take your time, learn your craft. I mean, how was it?
Learn the craft. Yo, listen, man. Any artist who interact with Steely can tell us this man is a different type of man. The man that deal with things different, brother. You understand?
Several times.
I love my brother, and the man there is like a music god. But when the man they pick up the phone and say, "Come studio," my heart move from the left side to the right side in a way. So at first, he never want me to turn the musician. Cause like when we just pass common entrance now, Zine, come usually go to school in Oak Valley Experimental, same school at Assassin. Assassin was like maybe 2 years below my grade and stuff. But when we pass common entrance now and go Excel, sir, him Steely start come round because we never really grew up with Steely, you know. Steely, because when we born, Steely was already touring in the world as musician in our, Roots Radic, because Steely and Clevie did together from them a 12-year-old. So from them a 12-year-old, him giant in a Roots Radic band and, tour all over the world. So we never grew with him because my brother and my sister was the last 3 out of the 11 picking them.
Out of 11.
Yeah, we is the last 3. So we never, all of the people, everybody is big and grew up and, have them family and do them life. So still I travel the world and tour down the place and have him studio and them and they live them life. So when we pass exam, him start coming around, and start, like helping, cause we live up a papine in a little board house and thing and no light and no water. So, him I come around and him I say, yo, so I want to prepare them for go to school at morning time, talk to mother and father and, show them the cold stove and all them stuff there, So the dog goes so boom and buy a 4-burner stove, so we can prepare the breakfast more quicker in the morning and stuff. And I think so no electricity never did, but him start do little things, me I say, and him carry on my nephew. My nephew now is Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson now is the national player for Jamaica, the Rasta. The one where I think him score one of them big goal down in Australia or something the other day.
Wow.
Him name Johnson. So him usually play for Aston Villa in England. And then I think him a play for Preston right now. So that I'm a little nephew Steely. So him start bring around Daniel and him start come around and stuff. And then to me in music neatly, which me never want to be a musician, but me just a sing and I do my thing. Me I say about a soldier, me I say me I got on all of this in high school, me at 10, 11 them time them I come around. So, we start got arrows. Cause me know Lexus and all of the man them know and all of the artists them record for Steel and rounded them and all of the man them know. You know say me I stop and I link with them man there after school and all. So I look and I hang around. Cause me a kid, just I look and I hang around. And them I say, yeah, and them I say I steal a little brother that. So them not really have me as a musician. I know them just know say, I look at 12-year-old, 11-year-old that. So we start one day I got arrows and I peep through the fence. Them time the inner arrows. The parking lot was a spot for football and the parking and all of the big star them everybody gather, and one day him look and him see me. And him I say, look boy, where are they? So, and the man so all I'm bridging them, all of the Squeegee Joe, them all of the artists them know me. Yeah. And them I say, still I want to tell you, look brother man, bad enough. Man say, bad what you mean? Man say my DJ, I say, DJ. From that day that the man stopped dealing with me.
Well, I like.
Yeah, the man I say, oh, you want an artist? All right, then I deal with it like an artist. Wow. So them I think one night me and Megaplow, the artist I sing, they be say, hey, come from Patapin or Papapino Patavan. So all of we usually clown around it because them live on the same same area and stuff. So we follow him because Steely them was the one who record that song then they be saying Colin Fatta produce it, but I Steely build the rhythm and basically mix and everything. So them did have our next rhythm for record pan and I follow Megaplow go down there and I think it was like 12 in the night we go there and we Steely right out of the studio. I think this was like a Saturday night and the man right out of the studio left me. And it was like maybe like 2, 3 in the morning, bro. And the man left way. And I have to find my way home and stuff. Man, him there deal me rough as an artist. But him knows I'm my brother. And then how I get for record for him now was some man named Togetherness. Zine Togetherness record come from Miami. And a girl would know me, they there with one of them, and she say, yo, I'm gonna make you know them money. So she tell the man them say, yo, Steely have a little brother with, him nah record and nah pay no mine and stuff. So the man them come to Jamaica with them money. The man them find Steely and make Steely bill a rhythm for them. And don't tell Steely what them a plan for them.
Wow.
And then come vice me. But me never name Mr. Peppa, me name Pluggy Steel. You see me? Cause to Steel, if you look on this name Steel Plate Records.
Yeah.
You look on my shirt.
Yeah.
So this is my record label. I'm kind of doing dedication for Steel because in my ear did utter Right. I heard a steel plate out of mouth. So anyway, we the man them come and them record me. And them start play on the radio and stuff, and then one day, them time I left high school. Come record my first record when time I 15, you know, in a high school when I go Excelsior. But by the time I reach the steel, you know, me at 19. And him say, yo, me hear a song on the radio with you and thing and Ray, and you know, it me end up in a studio and hear the rhythm called Bitter Blood.
Yeah.
You better can cook, so I start hear them song there, I mix them up and I fix them up for come on road, and him take my phone number for the house, cause them time I move come east, by them time I there east now, you know me I say 19 me there east, and him take the phone number, them time their house phone number, take the house phone number and thing and call me one man and so come at the studio about 9 in the morning.
Wow.
When I go up there now, me and him start write the song. For the first song when we do on the Bitter Blood. Well, I could have what the brother when they buck in the bima with the nowadays dancing the Cinderella, Miss Peppa. So, you know, record that song there and stuff, but me never record it. While doing all of this, me sign a contract to them money from find him togetherness, you know.
Yeah.
So them never know say me go to Steely, go link him as my brother and Steely end up record me. Zine, you wanna hear the wicked part of the story now?
Yeah.
Remember plug his Steel my name, you know. Zine, look what up on my shirt. Mr. Peppa. After me record the song as Plug his Steel for Steely. Me there one student named Sapphire. Don't play it studio back in up a crossroad there.
About Sapphire, man.
Zine.
Yeah.
And Squeegee, that time Squeegee drive, I ride one little scooter. And I'm at the upstairs because a 3-story building and the studio up on the 3rd floor up at the top and they up top and thing, and Squeegee Joe ride up in bike and say, oh, Bubba call you. I saw them call Steely. You know, like Steely have many nicknames, so one of the nicknames them was Bubba.
Yeah.
I said, Bubba call you. So anytime I go to Bubba and jump on the street, me I fret now, you know, because them man they call in a bridging. I can remember the song done, you know. Man, what this man I call me for, I start fret now. When I go up there, Mrs. Steely meet me and hug me up. My mom brother never hug me up yet, you know. The man hug me up and I said, I came and say, yo, you know, me have to change your name. Because the name the way I have, I want like a roadside corner name. And not a real professional name that. So I said, why you change my name to him? He said, no, the first thing he said to me when he hugged me up. He said, more I change something out of the song. I said, what that? He said, more I change your name out of the song, because I have the name for you. I have the real name for you. The name that we have in our song, like a corner name, my roadside name. So we change the name, and he said, what your name? He said, Mr. Peppa. He must say Mr. Peppa. I said, I don't like the name, because me did have a bridge when I live on the avenue out of East here. When name Peppa. The whole East know me as Plug his Steel. You understand? And me build me think how much Garrison and Gully me go through and sing, say my name Plug his Steel. And this man come change the whole of my bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I go so boom and change the name, and the song come out, and you know, togetherness, me and them did have to kind of reason out the whole thing, and you know, make them know, and them just understand, because them know say I'm a brother that, you know what I say? So you know, song come out, start play on the radio, and then it make it to VP. Wow. And then my life change after that.
Wow.
Next story again after that, you see me?
So,
I just had like a short part of the story, McGee, you know?
No, man. I mean, it a condensed version, but it's still chock full of it's still chock full of Walipa history. You know, I mean, you know, if you even like just sit here, just thinking like, yo, what one of the things them where me love about the older siblings who go on to be successful and the man them were forward after, you know, the sibling were forward after them really have to earn them keep, you know. You know, so I'm a rate and I respect that. You know, I say, and you can clearly see that Peppa established itself as a force from early out, but it did not live in his brother's shadow. You know,
no, because my brother a one song really and true. No, he record 3 songs with me, but he wasn't my manager nothing, because by the time he do the first song from Bitter Blood, and it make it to VP, Natural Bridge and me link up. And that a year 2000, you see me I say so. When me and Natural Bridge link up now, them start manage me as them artists. You see, so me do 2 more tunes with Steely at the whole time, but I really the management now they take my career and propel it out with, you know what I say? With all of them vibes there until me reach to Hypocrite. Because when I go Vice to Steely in a year 2000, you know, I do the tune on the Bitter Blood. When I done do the song now, and you know, he must talk to the man them in the studio and he must say, boy, hey, my little brother, you know, boy, you're not really ready yet still, you know. I give you 5 more years for ready, you know.
You know I hear that.
Me go back home now, go down out of my ends out of east now, and I tell, you know, my little chap them I go and I say, yo, I'm gonna record, cause you know, them know everything. Yo, my advice is steal it to them. So you know, when we come back now, everybody I wait 1 year while I go on. So me I say, yo, my voice, you know, man, I say, what voice? I say, yeah, man, reading with Captain and Lexus, them and be a big artist. And I say, yeah, man, I boss you now, man. So I said, no, man, say 5 years time, and I'm ready yet, you know. Whoa. Man, them call him some name, you see. I don't care, repeat on here. Man, call him some name, but yo, you want to know the funny thing? A 5 year later, my boss, you know, and get the big song Hypocrite, you know.
Boom.
And him never have nothing to do with the song, you know. A 5 year later, my boss, even though me are working, you know, cause me are working, you know.
Right.
End up with Natural Bridge and Snow Cone them and end up put up my first song, Peppa this, Peppa that. After that we come with, girl, you're good, gone. For the rice and peas ready, man, thing. So me I climb up on management, I spend on photo shoot, I do on newspaper, write up, I go on and radio, I get program and it build up until me reach to 2005 and you know where I do the road and I walk the street and me I walk 21 to my brethren. By this time, you know, me have manager 4 years now and thing and Suko them have a rhythm named Irab. The rhythm come out and me never depend it. You have Bounty Killer upon it, Spraga Benz, Mad Cabra, Anthony B, Vice Mail, all of the people that run the place at the time depend the rhythm. And my manager come from foreign. So every 2 weeks him come from foreign. So, you know, got airport and through me live at East, you know, him stop at my yard at East and, you know, pick me up in the rental and then me and him at par until him fly out. So when him come pick me up now, where him I listen to him favorite station at the time, which is Fame FM with Colin Hines. And Colin Hines now, you know, him love Raw 21 at the time. So him I play the Irab rhythm. And I'm a manager here and thing and call Suko them and say, yo, own no Vice Peppa on the rhythm. Zine and like, you know, the big man call now, so they must say, yo, you know, get on Vice Peppa, man. So my manager now pick up the phone back again and call on a big yard that are on a Shaggy studio. Because him and Shaggy them and Robert Livingston and Kingy, which we deal with Christopher Martin thing, him and Kingy them are virgin. So Kingy was the one who was the studio manager at the time. I run off the studio them time there. So call Kingy and say, yo, Kingy want 2 hours. Kingy say, yo, all right, that good. Call back War 21 them, tell them, say, yo, meet you in a studio. Leave from the airport, go straight to the studio. You see me, I say so. When I go to the studio now, ready my play and thing, and I test out some song on it. And you know, song them all right, and then Suko said to me, because remember me tell them and them know me, you know. Suko said to me, say, want to the song where you always a sing pan stage show, and I mash up the place. And I say, yo, I record it for a little man, you know. When you say a little man, what him name? Them don't know him name, you know, a little man, you know what I say? So them I say after the song no bus, no nothing, test it on the rhythm. And I saw me test it and I say, hypocrite talk loud and make them sit and talk. The reason why I made that sing it that way there was because my build it off a chaka rhythm. Dance to the rhythm. That nobody not train me, you know, may I use my musical sense and I say,
right.
Elephant them a sing, and Beenie Man them a sing like, you know, them a sing on the rhythm. So me come with hypocrite talk and I usually sing chaka on the chaka rhythm on CH and stuff and you know, I test it on the rhythm now. So remember, it's a whole complete different rhythm. Irab, the song, the rhythm where hypocrite upon it, though, is not a similar rhythm to Chaka. Chaka goes up, and I run fast like a gallop and I make a bag of noise and bag of something. Irab is a or more like drum and bass and now a whole heap of pling, not like that. So it's a different tone, different adjustment you have to make. So if you listen hypocrite song, you have a party night where you say, when you say you want the big voice, make them talk that a further and the song. The reason why I hear that tonight now was when me I sing the song, I test the rhythm, them a record, you know, cause the engineer Conley is a very technical man. Them man, they are alien. Even when you talk to him a record, any the man catch various things and cut where him cut and dash off dash it. So when me I record the song, hypocrite, him stop it and him I say, yo, me not like that voice there. And I saw me I talk to him and I say, where you say you want the big voice?
Wow.
And that you hear, ask him something in the studio, you know.
And I saw that end up in his song.
Wow. Yeah, because him continue recording the track even when me and him talk back to each other. You know? Yeah. So I say, well, you say on the big voice, and I saw find the big voice. But when you hear hypocrite talk and get a big something there. But Steely was the first one to show me because me never usually sing in the song was well I could have who are the brother with them bucking. At first me I use a tone there. Me always I use one tap something. Hypocrite talk, I'm going to one tap something. When I go to Steel, you know, I record a voice and then when I go to War 21, because I know them man, I know for them the word of them they like because we're nice. I feed them something that bass. So them never like that something what me I do. So I say, give me a deeper voice. And that's how we get that. And so me and the last man go up on the rhythm. The rhythm done up on radio already. Me I try go around with my song, the man them now play my song. Me and DJ Smurf, they link them time they come. They make DJ Smurf know my manager, so it was like an in-house this jockey for we. Him did the at 102 them time there. So him a play the song every Saturday morning, cause Saturday alone him they play at the time. So him play and then GT Taylor did no manager and GT Taylor and DJ Smurf I play the song. And then Fire Bojo, that are Fire Link's nephew. Him usually come by my studio up a Natural Bridge and you know, he must say, yo man, give me the sample and CD, man, me give Fire Links. And them time me live nearby, which part them keep the Fire Monday thing. And so me usually go over there on Monday night and Fire Links play my song. Him play Hypocrite Attack, then him play Movado Up. They ain't no real Mackay. As me hear them two songs, them got me at every Monday. Me done for me hear my song, me good. Gonna my yard. Yeah. So, hear my song every Monday, I got me out. And then I think Kurt Riley, I always try to tell Kurt Riley this, you know, and him Fire Links and Kurt Riley is that them don't get it. I try to tell them all the time, say, yo, you don't know the role you want to play in Mr. Peppa career. But they thought that they were just maybe riding a wave. And I know that them did was part of actually creating the wave. So Fire Links start play it. And then Kurt Riley and Sunshine was two disc jockey way that follow Fire Links them time. Kurt Riley and and Sunshine play a whole heap of Fire Links jingles. And them help bust Fire Links career on the radio also too. So the Fire Links I play the song in a dance hall as a hot song, them I play it too. And then we did a campaign, our thing see make my manager campaign the radio where we're thinking a newspaper and we are doing things. So them I see we and thing eventually song bust out. You know, and me are the last man go up on the rhythm. And if you tell people today that there's Bounty Killer and various artists on that rhythm, they wouldn't believe them. But I tell you, say them never hear it yet.
Wow.
So, you know, that was quite a story. And you want to know the funny thing again about that story there? When War 21 bust out, at first, me was a groupie to artists. Our first set of artists, I'm run behind like me an idiot. I mean, I talk to them, you know, I just run behind them anywhere them, any stage show them go. Remember, you'd have a place at Mandeville named Phase Entertainment Center in a Mandeville town. And me said them there Phase Entertainment and me bus go down a Mandeville just for watch War 21. Yes, man. And the man them no come and me cuss and vex. And them time they have a bleaching at the venue till next man and all our bus come out town. You see me? So me did rate the man them whole heap. And me remember in time my voice is Steely in a 2000 Steely they give me one Chris Nike here. And the same guy them together and they give me them time they be Pele and Mecca. And I beat my Pele suit and I go up at Hope Garden go watch War 21 them and me alone, you know. Go watch War 21 them and me look on the foreman them on the stage and them in a 4CM t-shirt and when them come off big entourage on them and baby mother and man them in a 4CM car and they say, yo, them youth, yeah, God. So it's so funny that me and the man them turn friend afterwards. And then the man them record me and give him a big song up to this day, brother. You know, it's quite a story. Yeah, trust me, bro.
It's like a destiny, brother.
Yeah, man, destiny, man.
When you really analyze, you know, the road that you took within the music. You know what I say? So I mean, even with mom being a singer or whatever, when you chose to step outside of the realm of, like the Rasta upbringing or whatever, and were doing the type of songs that you were doing, was mom still supportive of your career and, as far as, being as though it was in contrast to the type of music that she was making?
Yeah, well, it was really like a different music. My mother had the Rasta music, one drop music where, for the world and stuff. Me did more in the dancehall settings, but it was clean cultural dancehall music, because even my song Gangster Gorilla, if you listen keenly, people might just hear gangster and just mistake it for a bad man song. But it was a different meaning to me at the time. A gorilla at the time was just a man with, because we said Jamaica is a concrete jungle. And for surviving in a jungle, you have to be a gorilla. That was how my thing come about, as gorilla and thing. And then, me I say, if you be gangster about the thing, you have to be aggressive, and you have to go for what you want and stuff. So me say that, and then me use the song and explain myself so nobody not get misconstrued about the whole thing. Because in the song it has said, gangster gorilla from a band, me no take chat. Rules and laws, them for know me I said that. Never you ever try disrespect that. Don't see the current and try disconnect that. We set we goals and we reach and go take that. Hypocrite no like we tell them say just back. Can't take we life cause Jah don't protect that. Forward we going. We not no time for step back. When real hustlers step in the street, have to find food for eat. All when the storm is on and can't beat. Have to find food for eat. House to maintain, sun and rain, kids to feed. Have to find food for eat. When we hustle in the streets, we not obsolete. You see it, we have to find food for eat. Yo, check it out. Bus fare, gas, light and water gone up. To worry, look, the government just a warm up. Give we sweet talk, now things go stall up. What go on when election go call up? No money na run, a beer tall up. Man drop out when kingfish go crawl up. Get the youth, listen me, jump off the war bus. Up on the star bus, not talk about your can bus. Just imagine the world that they feel. House and car, pretty girls that they feel. Just give thanks for the life where Jagio. Dust off and shine like a star, make them see yeah. In the jungle, we a lion like Leo. Enough now go love her with a flow like the Rio. And study your surroundings just like Geo. One chapter a day that you free you. Peppa said, when real hustlers. So, yeah.
Bad man.
Yeah,
man.
And the man just sit on calm, like with precision, Like it's like,
man.
Yeah.
It's a whole message that brother. So
man, bad.
Man. So even though me that do the dancer, my parents have never have no problem with it, and just being a Rasta youth alone keep me in line. Cause me I say, yo, if my father and my mother can't rock with this, me can't sing it. So.
No man, and that's clear. But I tell you, yeah, I mean, your story is very intriguing, and that's why I love that platform, because you people get the opportunity to you see a different side of the artist.
Yeah, man.
But you don't know nothing about them.
Right.
And that is the same thing me and my brother did that talk about. Big up Tony down in Florida. Bugs.
All them bugs.
I mean,
my niece stuff. Now lift you up my niece.
All them niece.
Me not gonna lie to you. I was probably one of the people that my venture into the business as an artist. We start out as sing, and then ventured into selecting, and became very versed within the dancehall community when the sound 7 Star, and then Mariah's son named King Acid where they end up reach a jungle, and it birthed the likes of like some youth where they are roll with links one night time, Fire Ken and them youth there. They, you know what I mean? So me, Million Teeth and Top Cat and them youth,
yeah.
You know me?
Yeah, Million Teeth, Top Cat, them are the old gorilla in the streets. Yeah. Fico. Remember say the streets make me know you in a Fico.
Yeah, man, show man, rate that man.
So me know so me myself can testify.
Right.
Say, use a youth way. Cause remember saying me know half of your history,
Right.
Just give me a little synopsis. Right a while ago, but me come see I do major things in a little time. Then when me I did get to interact and things, so I'm gonna see I commit some levels. Where I say, it's only the love of music can make a man like this make them kind of commitment. Cause I know say I never did have to do them thing there. You know what I say, brother? So
yeah, man.
Much respect and love goes out. Cause we know the importance. And as I say, I just and a one lane, you know what I say? Use a man, you're multi-talented, and not all the blacks alone, multi-talented, you know what I say? So, here we are now on the podcast. I remember me know you as a producer, artist, investor, you know what I say? And now you're dealing like Joe Button them, you see it? So, yeah,
no,
good look.
no, I mean, my G, you know, say, like me say, it's just, you embark on a journey, you know, and then sometimes you are dealt certain circumstances in life, and you know, even before the pandemic, they come up with the concept to do a podcast. You have four brethren, really five, because your cousin did it, and we come up with the concept, and we have a brethren where him is the king of one-liners, you know, man, like him not really like a whole intellectual conversation, and every time him says something, it might be like funny, or you might disregard him because he's not the most intellectual person, but it have so much substance and so much impact. So we are talking about like him a cosmic, he must say, you waste your career, my youth, and look how long you have do this and you read this and that and the other. So he must say, like a man, one or two little man agree with him, and then the next man, it turned into this like all-out discussion now. So every man there and I give him an opinion, and then him just come out of the blue now and talk about, make we do one podcast. So everybody turn around and look at him and say, what is a podcast? Me not know, but we fit just do one.
And we asking that purposely. What purpose?
I don't know, same don't know.
You know, see, but
man speak it to existence, man.
Exactly, but when him say it, brother, you know, sitting here with the likes of Mr. Peppa, on a YouTube channel that.
Hold on, you not tell him what we did there.
In the park under a tree.
Under a tree.
Yeah, man.
So what you know? So you know why I did under a tree? Cause a blossom, a new idea just blossom under the tree. You know, you see me I say? Like, new idea blossom.
Like never would we think in a million years that we'd be sitting here talking to you. And a day like today, we normally there at the park. You know, because this is our park day, you know. And you know, you know, so normally we're there at the park, and we would have called him.
You know, go ahead, man. Summertime in a foreign now, no clothes, no where woman is concerned, brother.
You know, so, that have to show you the commitment where we have to this. And you know, within here we are now on a channel that monetized in half of the time that it took. That YouTube gives you to monetize. Here we are within like our 200 interview just within the space of 8 months, and we have artists booked all the way until August, and we're not doing one artist a week, 4 and 5 and 6 artists every week. Yeah, man. You know, man. So you know, if see that, it's like me feel like everybody will forward on the platform is a part of a spiritual journey, brother. The story is similar because, like me tell you know, I was one of those people guilty of misinterpreting you for another artist. When me just hear you, me think I sham. You know, man, so like me hear the whole, you know what I mean? And
I'm gonna tell you why I believe you. From MySpace days, usually have this chick from MySpace where she come from Philadelphia, and she usually be one of my MySpace friends. And one day she messaged me and said, have you ever been to Philadelphia before? And I said, no. She said, you need to come to Philadelphia, come do some interview or some promotions and stuff. Kind of the song hot, you know. And I said, why this Philly, you know? She said, yo, me there in a party last night and then play a song, and my girlfriend was like, oh my God, I just love this new Baby Sham. Yo. When she said that, I call my manager same time and I tell him, he never too up with the panic, because the man they have that as like a joke thing. You see me? Yo, when I go to New York, I find myself a Philly without him, you know. Yeah, because I have my visa them time there, so I always a fly and thing. And when I go to New York, I find myself a Philly and end up down there on a radio station with some dude named Skilly. One artist, them time there.
Yeah, man, WKDU.
Yeah, man. I think he's an artist now. Him turn artist now.
Skilly
he was selector.
Yeah, him a Skilly Bang.
Big
You
up
know what I
Skilly.
mean? Yeah.
Him first me know as anything named Skilly and them time they had 2006, 7 them time there.
Wow.
And yeah, so you know, so when you say Baby Sham, me totally believe you. I believe it. Anybody say them thing, they me just loud them, make them talk, and then me tell them, say, yo, me believe it.
Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was one of those, and you know, me kind of, then me link with Federation Sound, Kenny Mees, Max Glazer.
Yeah.
And them start to open up that's the one thing I love with people, non-Jamaicans who love reggae music. Them can teach you so much about your own culture where you didn't even know. Sure. And I like Max Glazer, a Jewish shoot out of New York, and Kenny Mees were born and bred in Philadelphia. Yeah. So them wave the banner so high for reggae and dancehall, brother, and certain things with them do. You know, and them really make me know who is Mr. Peppa. You know what I mean? And
yeah, man, cause when them come to Jamaica, them link me. Exactly. When I record for them, I think I in the Hilton Hotel, them that stay in
exactly.
In the hotel. Right now, that one other clippings that up on YouTube now with me and his studio record for Federation. Federation dog.
I understand what I say.
So one link, man. What you talk about, man? I went there, my brother Junior Killer down in the field there. Link me up back with Kenny Mees and thing. I'm link them, man, from long time, man. Them brother, they embrace dancehall from years.
Yeah, man.
I remember, you know,
man.
You have to understand something, you know. We born in our culture, you know, so we're going to take certain things for granted, you know.
Right.
You know, certain information, especially if the past, we're not going to privy. Not even say privy, we're not going to up it to find out. Because watch this now. Even in America, remember, you know, if we want citizenship, now we have to study. Zane, we know about more civil information than even a man was born in America. We can't tell you who are the first president, the second one, we meet for breakfast, everything in the radar. Them not knowing because them born there, them no need for know. Them don't need. So when a man from the outside has studied our culture, like the European them and the Japanese them have studied the root, you know.
Yeah,
we now study just roll the flow and create new things. You know. When I time I go back and that's something there, you know. You understand? Who know, you know. You know what I say? But we don't make it a point of duty to study these things. Coming from the outside, the people them study, so them know more rootical things to the thing, and them can get to add for them own approach to the substance of the foundation where them study and know about. You know, so you find out them people I bring whole heap to the table. The European, them, the Japanese. Right now, them say France is the reggae capital of the world. Why? Because them study the root of reggae and rubbered up and continue to do it.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny that you would say this, and this is just something I just want to injunct into the conversation. Very brief, but it just something dawned on me when you said it. When you talked about how people appreciate the culture and sometimes you take it for granted. You know, when remember, you know, we migrate young, you know, from we are little boy.
Yeah.
You know what I said? And one of the things that we faced was, you know, like people who already were here, you know what I mean, certain, you know, people, American people or whatever we say, oh, Jamaicans just come to foreign and take people job and this and that and that. But it's like them there, you know what I mean, and them have certain things that, like you said, them take it for granted. And we come from these very humble beginnings now. So a little $5.50 an hour job, we are gonna take that and send it yard and make something more tight. You know, because that is probably 3 times or 4 times more than what we are make when we down there. You know, full house with no light and them something there.
Yeah.
You know what I say? So the $5.50 an hour can full of big gap.
Yeah, man, enough that to eat them time.
Yeah, man. You know,
but them don't want it.
Right. You know, man. Him saying that it's like, you know, when you look at them say one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I say? And like you said, we're born in another culture, and a lot of times we take it for granted, and the people them see the value of it. And you know, a lot of times when them come in and you say them exploit the music, it's like, because you take it for granted, so a lot of times that's what's gonna happen.
Not only music, you know, but even food and them things.
Just anything, you know what I mean? Backside the world works, brother. You know what I mean? Like you have these things, naturally have these things, and you take them for granted. So somebody just come in and just come. So You know, this, you're right, man. This not work, nothing. I take this from you. You know, see it, and then here, lo and behold, you want to ball about it later when you did have it all along and you could have do something with it.
You want to say, if you recognize where you have, man, and you know, work with it.
See what we have and I exploit it like it's a man.
Yeah, man.
I make enough money off of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, the exploit to me is like if you have something and you don't know the value of where you have, brother. You know, man. I said then you know you have to know the value of where you have.
Yo, if I'm not mistaken, I think our next country develop a beer called Bumbleclot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hear about it. I think somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, Europe.
Remember, you even have a festival.
You have a festival.
You have a whole festival.
Yeah, a whole festival named Bumbleclot.
Called Bumbleclot Festival. You know, so yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, that is Jamaica. You know, we create and invent a lot of stuff, and you know, it get passed to the wayside because we put out so much stuff so fast.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So, you know, the outside world will you know, people will pick up on stuff and see the value, because Jamaica culture is one of the most infectious culture and most endorsed culture, you know, all over the world. So
and emulated culture as well.
Most authentic. Most authentic.
Yeah, man, for real, man. I mean, for one little country so influential, man. Jesus, man.
But them say we are capital for the world.
Yeah, man, for real. That, you know?
Shiftacular.
Yeah.
Big up Shiftacular in the building.
Yeah, man.
You don't know.
Man, for real.
Mother Road.
Yeah, man.
You see it.
You don't know the shit. Don't know the ships, man. You know what I said?
Yeah, man, but Fico is a whole heap of thing I go on now. This is a new Mr. Peppa, you know what I say? You know,
I love that.
The thing get more sassy right now, you know what I say?
Right.
So last year, you know, the pandemic come in, and you know, for a lot of people, you know, it was, you know, as a witness, it tragic, you know, and you know, the thing real and stuff. But at the end of the day, we still never make we lose focus. The money never really run, and the money still not run, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, we're resourceful, you know, and you know, focus and go in the studio and come up with a new EP. You know, so I have a new EP on the road right now. You know, it's distributed by Vpal, and it's called #Peppa them. And I have 6 mad track on it, you understand? So more everybody out there where I watch the podcast right now, you know, more to go out there, check it out for Apple Music or iTunes or, you know, Amazon, anywhere where you get your music from. And, you know, I say just check it out, #Peppa them. You know, we have covered mad thing, man.
Tell me something, Peppa. You did send me a video earlier. Is this video the first video that is this actually a part of this EP that you're talking about? Yeah.
No, actually it's not part of the EP. You see, the funny thing is, man, be straight up and blunt. There was this person where me and them put the EP together, right? So basically, a dark talk, a good talk before the whole production, you know, and the talk with him give me motivated me so much that, you know, we're just lucky, you know, we just do the EP, knock out the 6 track them. You know, we get Andrew Blacks as producer on it. We have Keely Keys, we have Makonnen, and we have Atomic Record, which are tip goddamn people. So, you know, we get four giant producer on the EP. And so the guy was saying, yo, he has a lot of people that always asking, you know, want to help him and stuff, and you know, all him need is just a product and, you know, something we can present. And so, all right, we give him a product. I know the man can't show none of them link and none of them something away my talk about the product. So, you know, I kind of did say, all right, then I have to find out some Africa kind of take charge and lead out. So I start put my little chips together, see my little thing, you know, do my little dub plate them, do my little something them, and decide to make a start promote the EP and make a video first for one of the songs. So we had a meeting about the video and stuff with the director, and you know, people were there running in the team, so to speak, at the time, you know. The guy, what may I tell about this particular guy where I input the thing together, me and him was supposed to just make a phone call to a particular place about a prop that wanted to use in the video. And 2 days me never hear from him. So I go so boom and link him and thing, and You know, me and him, it's like him I say him did busy. Him never have time for call the place and him did busy at this other stuff and thing and like me as a man, like when me say move, everybody for move and you know, he might give me that vibe there. I say, all right, of course, I have to move. You know, me I say, cause this have a benefit all the way, and not nothing to do with me alone. This is a team thing all the way. And you were supposed to make just a phone call. And you never do it, and 2 days now. So what the hell? So that was in that thing, maybe March. And from March, that phone call or that text exchange, I think it was an exchange of text messaging. And so me not really send on to him again, him not send on to me again. So me decide to say, all right then. Me kind of just pause a bit. And at the same time, when I say I go pause, me say I go ahead and do the video same way by myself. So I decided to try to put it together same way, and you know, like the director guy, like I had to be running him down. Like I mean, I say, yo, I'm gonna do that tonight, you know. And then at the same time, I record and I do different things. I'm gonna end up record this song. Now worry for Natty King.
Wow.
So Natty King now my virgin.
Wow.
And my brother steal it, boss Natty King. And my brother name him Natty King. I never did name Natty King.
Wow.
When me know Natty King, him never name Natty King. I mean him never name Mr. Peppa. You know, Europe never name Europe. You know, all the way east. You see me? So me record it for Natty King come and my virgin. And when the song go up on the rhythm now, cause Natty King have a song named Joe up on the rhythm. So Natty King have a label named Well Production. You know, so we got some Boomer record in a Well studio. And on the rhythm named Peony. Rhythm it have Natty King pan it have Lexus, it have Turbulence, it have Luton Fire, and it have Style X. Right? So record Now Worry. And the songs are all the vibes.
Wow.
If everybody start love the song and me just start get that energy out of the song and thing and me just start saying the money I want me to save up to do that video, you know what? Nah, I do nothing. Me I do this. This come like the right energy and the people them where the writers feel like them is with me and everybody, you know what I said?
Yeah.
And here is the video now, a couple of weeks later after the song.
See it and out.
I'm record my EP, the EP released from last November, and I know we couldn't put a video together between me and them, and me decided to, you know, I'm gonna walk this journey off on my own, you know, and me end up a record that song, yeah, and here's the video. And me premiere it. Listen me, this never up on my YouTube channel, this not upon nothing, Elfico, if this play right now, you are the first man I play it in the world, you know, where I tell them from no, you know.
What don't say no more?
What? Don't say that no more.
Premiere right now.
World premiere right, Pico.
And chilling and holding a vibe. Giving thanks to Father God cause I'm alive. Tell you me love life, it's sweet, it's so nice. Me broke and me hungry and still I rejoice. Not a minute of the day don't. Sitting and chilling and holding a vibe. Giving thanks to Father God cause I'm alive. Tell you me love life, it's sweet, it's so nice. Me broke and me hungry and still I rejoice. Not a minute of the day don't go by that I don't acknowledge and thank the Most High. I wake up this morning and open my eyes and see the sunrise, the future look bright. So nothing at all me now worry about. Now listen at up and then dirty.
Pull up. Yeah.
Sitting and chilling and holding a vibe. Giving thanks to Father God cause I'm alive. Tell you me love life, it's sweet, it's so nice. Me broke and me hungry and still I rejoice. Not a minute of the day don't go by that I don't acknowledge and thank the Most High. I wake up this morning and open my eyes and see the sunrise, the future look bright. So nothing at all me now worry about. Now listen at up and then dirty mouth. God inna me heart, me now take him out. And he tell me go hard that me no feed out. Nothing at all me now worry about. Now listen at up and then dirty mouth. Cover me Lord when we stepping out.
Yeah, you know, so I'm gonna pull you up one more time, though.
Yeah,
sitting and chilling and holding a vibe. Giving thanks to Father God cause I'm alive. Tell you me love life, it's sweet, it's so nice. Me broke and me hungry and still I rejoice. Not a minute of the day don't go by that I don't acknowledge and thank the Most High. I wake up this morning and open my eyes and see the sunrise, the future look bright. So nothing at all me now worry about. Now listen at up and then dirty mouth. God inna me heart, me now take him out. And he tell me go hard that me no feed out. Nothing at all me now worry about. Now listen at up and then dirty mouth. Cover me Lord when we stepping out. God Cause them a plan harder to get me out. Success and progress are that them no like. Vex when the next youth a start out him life. Fly out and fly in and do as we like. Buy couple house, couple car, couple bike. And where we coming from, you know it's not a pretty sight. Now we on the mountains looking on the city light. Oh, a girl them are the baddest, pretty time. So no matter how the bacon.
Yo, brother, we can't be reach at the
sitting and chilling and holding a vibe. Giving thanks to Father God cause I'm alive. Tell you me love life, it's sweet, it's so nice. Me broke and me hungry and still I rejoice. Not a minute of the day don't go by that I don't acknowledge and thank the Most High. I wake up this morning and open my eyes and see the sunrise, the future look bright. So nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. God inna me heart, me nah take him out. And he tell me go hard that me no feed out. Nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. Cover me Lord when we stepping out. Cause them a plan harder to get me out. Success and progress are that them no like. Vex when the next youth a start out him life. Fly out and fly in and do as we like. Buy couple house, couple car, couple bike. And where we coming from, you know it's not a pretty sight. Now we on the mountains looking on the city light. Oh, a girl them are the baddest, pretty time. So no matter how the bacon them a criticize. So nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. God inna me heart, me nah take him out. And he tell me go hard that me no feed out. Nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. Cover me Lord when we stepping out. Cause them a plan harder to get me out. Guide and protect. Our blessings are flow like the rivers and fountains and stream from the mountains. Oh yes, oh yeah, fully blessed. So if you get the youth start plan, no. Corona hard dog, so you have to smart. Stay close to your sons, rock food. So nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. God inna me heart, me nah take him out. And he tell me go hard that me no feed out. Nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. Cover me Lord when we stepping out. Cause them a plan harder to get me out. Sitting and chilling and holding a vibe. Giving thanks to Father God cause I'm alive. Tell you me love life, it's sweet, it's so nice. Me broke and me hungry and still I rejoice. Not a minute of the day don't go by that I don't acknowledge and thank the Most High. I wake up this morning and open my eyes and see the sunrise, the future look bright. So nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. God inna me heart, me nah take him out. And him tell me go hard that me no feed out. Nothing at all me nah worry about. Now listen to top and then dirty mouth. Cover me Lord when we stepping out. Cause them a plan harder to get me out. I spy great men, better you reach and get out in the streets. When them need and in a bed and I sleep and I sweat. Well, the place I go shell. Yeah. Well, the place I go shell. Oh yeah.
nothing at all me nah worry about. Jesus, me see. Wow. Yo, my G, yo, brother. Exclusive, world premiere, exclusive. Never played nowhere else in the world. Yeah, brother.
Mr. Peppa.
Yeah.
First, them a see it. First, it a play on any platform.
Yo.
Give thanks.
Yo.
Them can't even go see it on my YouTube now. And I like them can't come off the interview and go watch it. Nobody can see it again till we premiered, really. These are the first sneak peek. These are the premiere before the premiere.
Wow. I mean, yo, art love,
man,
brother.
give thanks.
Art love.
Yeah, man. Fika, you're good, youth, man.
I see that a park you didn't want go.
What me there?
Joke me a bit, man. Where you say it, man. Yeah, man. Yo, brother. I mean, more slap couple song for the EP, but me tell you how the spirit them connect. Cause me know say the word we are kindred spirit. I'm gonna tell everybody say there's no way we could interview 200 artists. Man, we chop the bush. Current artists. Man, we are trying to make the market of the business and the whole way I like me never listen to man music and say, All right, man. See, well, now I'm thinking now, your brother, everybody will forward on the platform deserves a spot on the platform.
Yeah.
I mean,
good vibe that.
And that is a spiritual journey. Like, brother, we've reached people from right or so in Philadelphia. We have an artist next week we are coming from South Korea. You know,
Murder.
we have 3 artists booked from South Africa.
Murder.
We have an artist from Guyana. You know what I mean?
Murder.
This is just, it started from under a tree. In the park.
So you need to add one more thing to the name, you know, international, you know.
Yeah,
the
man.
International overall settings podcast show, cause it's not a local settings.
Yeah,
it's a worldwide movement, you know. You see me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that movement, yeah. I love that movement, yeah, where the youth, cause most man, them rather take the easy way, you know me I saying, you know, just talk about the easy stuff, them now do the real work and the work where, you know, go we dig below the layers, and so to speak, peel back the layers. Right. You know, them just stay up on the surface. So them kind of stuff here is more in depth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
In depth type of thing. So
and I'm gonna watch your views. I'm gonna watch who they on the live, because once we do this, it's there forever. So
yeah, man. So it's there forever. So it can't dead.
And so like that are the part where we might ahead of them. You know, I said me have a song when me do 12 years ago when me send go get every producer and them shun it, and it just get a placement in a movie 12 years later. So like at the end of the day, you plant the seed, and at the end and you already see where gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I remember end up on the farm, you know. You have different kind of crop on the farm, and you have quick crop. And you have crop will take a longer time. And you see me I say, so we have some quick crop thing, and we have something will grow up on a longer levels. You see me I say, so sustain for the longer run. So I started going to music same way, even with certain song where me know me sing certain song where even though all of my song them 10 years later you can make sense same way out of them and them still relevant. It's like me consider some levels of my brains and my writing skill, me consider it in other way, the way me have some quick crap type of song where me would have consider that. People might see it different, you know, and then me have some song where me know. So the longevity them song to the substance, you know them, you know?
Right. And what brings me to, you know, me like me say more, me out slap 1 or 2 things off of the EP, but we'd have
I think I one song me sent to you from the EP.
Okay, all right. Well,
because the one that some of the rest one me the one sending them maybe one editor, me never know if the program is a program like that, you know.
We're good, man. We are big people over here, you know.
So
pick the gun at them bed after certain hours, you know. So
yeah.
No, but no. One of the things, like, me tell you who really impressed me, brother. You know, we have we developed a lot of personal relationships with some people on the ground down there. You know what I mean? You know, big up Banging, you know, big up Cat, big up Tap, big up Million Teeth, big up Super Hype, big up Peppa as well. You know what I mean? Like we start like our thing. Well, I know, man, how you let the cat out of the bag, brother. I want to this brother, yeah, man.
Yo,
not do that.
Big up people.
Not do that, man. No, not that's me. I got dog.
Man, jump the gun like something there at the park and wait for him to start. Man, do the program fast.
Good man. No, man.
But as Media said, AJ and Lock, there's so many things that can be said about that youth there. I mean, our relationship was always a very rocky one. You know what I say? But, you know, it's a youth where me just grow up to love the youth. You know what I mean?
I'm youth, man. But you know, say you know Jafrican like that, me send me and Jafrican combination come game, man.
And if me have Q for play, man, calm down. I want to, you have to be this guy. So, as I said, before I was so rudely interrupted by them two high color brother.
Yeah. I people look like one of the brightest on the screen and skin color.
No, high color.
You are the highest color.
This is not my color. Me buy.
Man, draw one of them M&M there. You can't kill me. I kill myself. Man, go 8 miles per hour a while ago.
So me buy color.
This is not my color.
At least
Hey, that is a bad lyrics, you know. You see that? It's a bad lyrics. You go up on stage and say, people, what if people see me and them and say, yo, fake up. Why I go out with your skin tone? I say, I say, world boss say, So I say, tricolor. You see me, I say, go down to the China man, they got the store. My color. Me a real African. This is not really my color. But me have a clean pan overall podcast settings. My hour. Key for your girl. My power.
And look put my camera
hold on. It's no different from when the girl and buy them fast. See them say, I feed them here because them pay fee.
Yeah, man, no film color, man.
Let me pay for my thing, brother.
So your color.
All right, then. So allow me, no, man. All right. but as me there said, like me
Adrian.
With Adrian now, you know, me love what I do. Me really love what I do.
Jafrican client, stages to Jafrican in it, you know?
No, just I mean, a lot of people don't even know. Like me, I gonna let out a little secret out of the bag now. That youth who used to sit outside of me, and the next youth where they are at the park right now, probably under the same tree. You know, and big up Councillor King anyway, I'm there. You know what I mean? But them three, the brother here and the next man when they're there right now, we are as a collective, Fury Music. Fury Music Group is our thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that we are the ones who released Struck by Love with Adrian. So Struck.
Oh, the Lexus there.
Yeah, man. Struck by Love is our rhythm. Me the pan rhythm. Becenta the pan rhythm. There's a portion of the artists the pan rhythm, and I feel like the rhythm still have some life in it. They don't know one drop is a thing where.
Can't dead.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Remember that I want a Lexus song we can't dead, and me I tell you this, and I'm not true. Me and none there, so me know about film music before me know you in a fika. You see me, so on a work at the market, I make a market because it a supersede, you know. On a brand, I get out them. You see me, because me know about film music before. Me meet you. You see me, so it a work, brother. We just have to just go and put in the work as it a work, brother, because we see which part it a make mark.
Give thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
And you know, Adrian was one of our gateways to the music within Jamaica.
Yeah, me then I stood that ears and see hear Adrian up on the phone and talk to you.
Same.
Me then I see Adrian and mix tune and I say I feel Fika.
Same.
That's before me know you.
Same. And when I discovered that he was on this journey, you know, me I hear Jafrican and you know, me never really too paid no mind because you know we always have we own respective things I do. You know what I say? You know what I mean? So might be you probably didn't even have a chance to get a brethren and listening ear because you have other things I do. So one or two songs and you know, me never really get the opportunity to sit down and read. So me and Jafrican have a style where when we cuss, I mean when we talk, it always end up in a cussing, but you know, we are still brethren. You know, so me will call him and me will say, yo, I go want you up on the show, you know. Yo, dog, man. So what you want me to do? You know want me to go up on Winford? You want me forward on your platform and you know want me forward on Winford? I must say, brother, there's no comparison there, so. Do what you have to do, and when you're available, you forward on our platform. Oh, I feel like, so, I'm going to say, yo, Adrian, you are going. You see me, I'm going to style you. I'm going to call you Adrian. I didn't now refer to you as African. But, brother, you see when we book the date, I'm going to start listen, like literally listen. I'm going to get the man a listening ear, brother.
Yeah.
What I do is not normal.
No.
I mean, the word Monica that he took on, and you know what, like living it. Like Me tell him say, me da run a little joke with him forward on the platform the other day. And me say, man, the man go to go buy 5 dashiki and
Yeah, man got weird African clothes, man. If you don't know him, you swear Africa the brother come from.
so you know, and then I looked for sure. You me know says a spiritual journey with the pan. We did book you shortly after, cause the young lady who booked you is actually the young lady who won the Struck by Love competition years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And forward and becomes a part of our family now. I work with
Just like that.
You know what I mean? So big up Mermaid setting. So she was like the platform has captured the attention of so many different people in and outside of the music. Big up Richard Brown Films. You know, them see her, love her energy. So she in up a star movie. She up on a set with one of the actor who is also an artist, Juta Rhymes. And Juta Rhymes goes, so yo, now go to Mr. Peppa. And by the time Juta Rhymes met the call and said, Peppa, I still one link. So just watch how the thing I come full circle.
One link. Juta, me know Juta a good while to from Seaview, me know Juta.
All right then. So you book on the very said weekend when Jafrican are forward on the platform. For just show you the energy just
the energy, man, the energy. I mean a Juta Ryan have a batch when I come out to you.
All right then.
Me no know how them a go stop, we know. Yeah, man, I rise, man, I make this though. Do the thing easy like how the wind blow. Yeah, we born blessed and after the thing go. Me no know how them a go stop, we know. Yeah, man, I rise, man, I start this though.
Wow.
Do the thing easy like how the wind flow. So we born blessed and after the thing go. You know me dark clothes and me summer gloves. The last of me grab and from my past. Yo, the ras deal in the tune wicked. After park on a bag of talk.
And Juta there next week, you know. For sure.
Hey, Juta is a character, you know. The man, yo. Man, show me me see some of the movie them where the man are making my Mojo Herbs, the man. All of them, you know. I don't want link, man, brother, man.
Yeah, man.
My voice tune for Mojo Herbs, you know. Mojo Herbs produce tune with me, you know.
Sin.
I only for remedy in a fika. Everybody name where you call on the ground. Me just there listening and I say, I'm gonna link them same way. Jafrican produce like about 4 tune with me. And me and him do 2 combination. One with me and him and one with me and him and some other artists and thing, and him produce 2 other tunes for me differently. You see me I say, because I remember my brother Steely a part of what help bus truck back, you know me I say?
All right.
I one link me and Agent born one day apart. Him born February the 29th. And him born March 1st. You see me so I one link man fee come on.
You're easier to deal with though, but that's another story.
Yeah. No, the genius them, sometimes them head chips. No, listen me. You are said that about me and you have other people that say, yo, them man they hard to deal with beast. So sometimes I was saying, but Jaffe is a man where you have to understand Jaffe though. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, take a little understanding.
I me get a better understanding of him by having him on the platform and you know, it's a youth where when him tell me say, man, brother, me believe it. You know, so, you know, me believe it. You know me I say and you know and it's a youth where me grow for love over the years and you know me my link them a Jamaican and me know enough man get robbed and you know them me just
so man Jaffe them a straight you up, man.
Yeah, man. Me just so happen for just fall right and I right link.
And that's some good hand. Yeah, so come on, brother, man. When you blessing, brother.
Yeah, man.
You know?
So
and I can say the same thing to with even myself in the music. Yeah. And when time I look at my journey and I think about certain things, I'm just say, boy, Jano, cause me know man where me I see I got a student from me I go excel in a school uniform and them still not get the run like what me get and I still not get the runway like what some man get. But when me look at my journey to how it did happen and to how it line up, me I say, boy God, you line up with stardom for me in a little way. Enough obstacles along the way, but when you look on the overall picture, you know, from an overall level, you can see how things did line up from stage to stage where enough man never did get that. So we feel blessed. We know how coming in our business, go through enough obstacle and suffering like anybody else. Enough things we have enough story to tell. But at the end of the day, with the hard work, so we get some result where some man's where work still negative now.
So what would you say? What would you say? I mean, you know, me always tell people say comparison is the thief of joy. You know what I mean? So that means to say, regardless of, we not gauge this off of nobody else thing apart from just you personally, on a personal level. What do you feel like was one of your biggest accomplishments, personal accomplishments within the music?
All right. Well, breaking into the music in the music in itself, you know, is an accomplishment. And then, I mean, it's obvious. You know, one of the biggest accomplishments so far, if not the biggest accomplishment for me, is the song Talk. You know, which is a song where, as I say, me just fortunate in a many ways, you know, because enough man sing whole heap of song, have a bigger career than me, so to speak, rich, all right, and still don't have a song that lasts 15 years where if you play it immediately, get a forward like a song or record and buzz yesterday. Enough man still not enjoy that, enough man not even get a song with buzz. You know, so if accomplish a dancehall song that is a column in a dancehall, where every sound of a want, every selector want it, everybody, it play anytime, anywhere, in front of kids. It don't have a beep out, it don't have a bad word, it not nothing bad in it. It's a positive song, and then in the end of the day, one of the it's so much where we can look upon and say accomplishing a one song.
So let me ask you, what was the creativeness behind that song? Was it a personal something where you got you or just something was done to you?
People always ask me a question, they can show it a talk about hypocrite. It would have a personal feel, but at the time me met that song there, like I was like maybe like 20, 21, 22, them ages. So never really get to experience much of the hypocrisy, the type of hypocrisy where adults would have experienced. Because we are going through as youth, you know what I say?
Yeah.
And we still did stay within a certain range of movements, which is from your community to the studio or maybe to stage show, and it's still within certain demographics where they're always amongst a certain type of people, which is musicians and artists, sound man, and them things that if not, you're just regular community. So we never get to experience hypocrisy on certain levels from all people you don't even know, you know, that type of thing, they're different, you know, or like for example, classism. Like everywhere you have classism, even when I get amongst poor people, you know, because remember I have people in I get away they're on different levels than other people. You know what I'm saying? And then you say, oh, them go let them better than we, and then, and you know, you hear them tell that. And just like how you have uptown people where the people will come from the ghetto in a whole complete different way. My experience, and in I ghetto, you know, you're not pay that one in the mind. You know, you're going to look better than we are. People might know, so maybe you have some foreign people here, borrow them, come and you look different Christmas time, and you know, so you know, you can see the difference. But for experience classism now outsider, your comfort zone or your regular zone, it different. You know, like when me did boss, me did have a girlfriend where our people them own a big funeral home and thing. Them people look like white people. I'm a Jamaican though. And the first time our mother meet me, like me Marine at a show. And the woman I say, yo, you coming to meet me and your underwear is showing. Yeah, I'm just jumping on my car, I'm a big fat BMW. I'm jumping on BMW. I said, what the shit? Jumping on BMW and I wait for my girl for don't talk to her. I said them telling me I'm number one artist, number one, me I have put up with this. You see me? But it was my first time I experienced that type of classism there. So when we make hypocrite, yeah, we don't go through. But we never really experienced real hypocrisy.
So what?
It is just like that song that just be laughing. As I said, maybe my like a minor experience, but basically just sit things and understand what's going on and interpret it out there. You know, what people really did that things I'm say. You know what I say? It wasn't for me. It is later on in our life where I can say, now that song would I feel like it mean much more in other way to me know. I experience hypocrisy on a higher level and different level outside of my regular comfort zone, outside of my regular circles, you know? So now the song mean much more than one time, but it just make it. When I make the song, I don't know what I do. I just make a song, bro. When I record it, I don't know what going to happen. I just make a next song. I never sit down and say, yo, this is a boss. But the next day, when I record it and Conley carry it back to the studio, because Conley mix it from 121, and him take it back to we I say, yo, something special about the song. We didn't know there was something special about it. It wasn't like, yo, sure. You know, just make a video and this I will promote it because it sound good.
Right.
But
right.
You know, eventually, and then when it happened, me not even know me a boss. You know, me a boss and not know me a boss. Cause me is one of the artists them that never have a big artist and bring me out to the world. Me never have Bounty Killer or like my peers them when me boss with Vibes Cartel. Even though him come out before me, Vibes Cartel, Mavado come out same time, Busy Signal, Assassin come out in the same little time, CMA too. Who else?
You know,
Alazid and
Predator and them you there, you know, from now you're era that.
No, Predator was a little bit before me, but me that come out in at the same time, me have Rise, but me never hit on the road them time. But you know, all of these artists I mentioned came from a camp, or them did have some big endorsement. You know me I say? Vibes Cartel that come from him and Mother and Busy and all them youth that come from the alliance with Bounty Killer. Say, yo, them youth here. Assassin have Red Square and Spragga Benz, and I don't did, you know, him did start out with Goofy, which was a producer, then them Goofy them control enough links in the business, radio in the streets and thing. I don't then end up with Monk's Bounty Killer, then he end up Monk's Vibes Cartel. So I'm not really like trying to make an excuse for Mr. Peppa thing, but my thing different. Me come out just half of my own with my little team. My team wasn't a big team out there. Were a big record label established out there. Most artists did a bust out a record label before you did have crew where Bounty Killer them come in and you know shocking vibes them with Blink Dog them and all of them. Me never get none of them something there. Me never get a big artist call me and pan a stage yet, you know.
Yeah,
Frankie Sly was the only big artist who usually parade me before my boss, you know. Frankie Sly, you know. Yeah. You understand? And Frankie Sly still never have certain levels in the business like someone, but he was a respected artist who I record for Dave Kelly them and them amongst Baby Sham them. Frankie Sly them carry up Buju them and pick up Buju them from them in a school uniform. Frankie Sly and Wayne one of them tour all over the world and all stuff, you know. So he was the nearest thing to big artist where I carry me, but him never have the clout where Bounty Killer them and Beanie them and Spragga them did have. So me come out in a business pan a real rough level in terms of me come out as a real giant of my own. But journeys in life, just I'm different. You know, me I say me never get the full run in the business like what me think say Mr. Peppa should I get, you know, which means one of Jamaica #1 lyricist. Me one of the biggest artists in the dancehall. You know, me I say because when me accomplish so far in the dancehall with the little run. Enough man not accomplish it. To have them kind of song and them kind of levels there, and still can stand up now and sing music where relevant. You know. To me still not get my place. I'm want my place fika, and that is why you see me I make the pusher right now. Make the EP and
that was my next question. You know what I mean. You know, even though we kind of. Well, that's the one thing I despise with them reasoning. You know, cause it's true we always. We book so much artists per one day, and we want from the biggest artist to the smallest artist, from the artists who nobody know. We want to give everybody the same respect, and right now we kind of hover over the people them time. But well,
we have a part few coming then.
Yeah, no, definitely. But the one thing where you're not gonna escape now is the point where we reach at every show where artists I forgive we a live on the spot overall settings dub plate. So whichever tune you want to give it right now, go to tone.
With the overall settings tonight.
Okay then, all right then. And me name Peppa, so you know the thing pepping. The place burn up anytime me stepping. A big star pan the over start setting. Pan the overall setting, them lose if them betting. Yo, we have them girlfriends sweating. All right, watch me. A Jamaica me repping. All right then, overall, dark pre this me coulda be the evilest, but the overall setting that the realest. I feel left a statement and we mean it, and every artist come on, the guests them feel it. When we roll out the ride, them are the cleanest. Girl, them are the prettiest. I swear is a dream this. Not know what we do no normal, they never seen this. Can't keep up cause them not know where the speed is. Them say the mountain peak, we couldn't reach it. Fico him step out and do it, best believe it. Money at the target, every day we seek it. Like the pastor on the pulpit, I preach it. Man a dig the road like a chisel. Yeah, dog. Pocket full of dead face where reason. Yeah, dog. Our girl them at and them a sizzle. Yeah, dog. Them never want we make it, so we go there and go set it, dog. Man a dig the road like a chisel. Yeah, dog. Our mad thing you see. Yeah, man.
And the first actual freestyle where we have, cause you know some people give me some sound there. You know, but it's the man you can know say that bill pass back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Remember say I mean I student Vibes Cartel I do the freestyle them, you know. See? And when time we go in a student man them say freestyle, you know. Remember Cartel now freestyling there in a Cartel I sing him song them everybody. Them time them just start listen hip hop music and me usually watch BET the basement with Tigger. Me know say freestyle or something where you sing off at the top of your head. If you look on a freestyle thing there with me and Cartel on the internet and me alone I make mistake, you know why? Because me alone I build lyrics on spot. So more time and every time enough time I go when people say, yo, give me a freestyle like the Cartel, and every time I can do it. Sometimes it's a vibe and the energy, brother. You know what I say? Sometimes I bring so people, them say me overtime. So before I go I just want everybody who watches right now, keep supporting the overall podcast settings. Real work I do. Big up Fico and the whole crew, everybody. People on screen, people behind the screen, people set it up. Everybody in the organization feel music. Bless upon yourself and do some God bless work. People lock in every Sunday or when you subscribe, make sure when you get on a notification, keep locking because all heap of things them I bring to the table. Overall setting podcast. You see me I say, check out my EP, #Peppa them. You don't know it up on Apple Music, Amazon, iTunes. You can stream it, you can buy it, you can download it. Just support the movement. You see me I say? You don't know, follow me up on Instagram at Mr. Peppa Music. And you don't know me over Twitter at real Mr. Peppa because I talk something different over Twitter. I talk my mind over Twitter. Yeah, the rest I place them, I post picture. Over Twitter, I talk my mind. So you can follow me real Mr. Peppa over Twitter. Zine, Mr. Peppa Music, Instagram. And you don't know me up on Facebook. And you don't know, you can find me everywhere. Just Google me. See me I say, Whole heap of music I come. We just premiere a new video right us up. You can't see it again until me premiere it again. Somewhere, it don't nowhere. So big up Fico for premiered free music, overall podcast settings, worldwide thing, Zine, and me have whole heap of new music. You can follow me Vivo on YouTube, Mr. Peppa Vivo, subscribe, 2 new video drop this Friday, at least 1. I'm sure say 1 I got drop because 1 done. So the next one I done Tuesday I come, but subscribe to the Mr. Peppa Vivo. Big up on yourself. It was a joy. I know we're not going on nothing yet. Nothing yet.
No, part few is on the
area. So part few. Yeah, we get some more. We get some time. Because I know all the artists book. I know the program fully book. We get some time. And then we're going to circle forward and update on again. You see me I say? Yeah, it was a blessing and a joy, man.
I tell you, say, I'm up on the ground next month. I don't know if you're going to do that, but probably we can.
Yeah, man. I'm there, man.
Probably we can pull up on your foot, so you never know. But it more.
No, man, you have to go pull up on the studio, my brother, man. I want you, man. Come on the Wellowell studio, because Wellowell, Natty King studio, the outer east, inner skate line, and I know you know skate line.
All right, then. Yeah, man. All right.
You see me, so you come on studio and link up Wellowell, link up Natty King. You don't know. Big up on yourself, man. You see me, I say overall podcast settings, man.
Bless up yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. One love.
I'm used to hearing it's a matter of time before anything I'm up before it's sure to be mine. And I do believe it and know I get to receive it as I keep these words in my mind each and every time. Just prepare for it. Just prepare for it to know it could happen tonight and it could happen to knows, but who really knows? Who knows, but who really knows? Death sneaks upon you like a thief in the night. Since we're not sure if it's a robber, we gotta live right, don't we might get distracted by the things that are sight. We can't go blindly when we enter the light. Before we enter the light, just prepare for it. Just prepare for it to knows it could happen tonight, and it could happen to who knows, but who really knows? Who knows, but who really knows?